Okay, my babies, it's time for me to give you a candlelight tale about the most frightening Halloween ever. When I was a kid, I mean we're talking like the early 70s, kids would carry pillowcases, they would be out till midnight, they would go all around the neighborhood, they would just pillage everything. And my friend and I decided to go, and she put on this ridiculous costume. And I dressed as a gypsy, which is one of my favorites, and we proceeded to go up and down some streets, but her parents were very health conscious and they wouldn't let her have candy. This was like this special night, so she was munching like mad on all the candy, and she got really, really sick and she threw up. So she wasn't that far from home, and she thought, well, I'll just go back home. And I thought, man, we just got started. This is, I want to do more. And there's street lights, and it's trick-or-treating time, so there's kids, there's people at every door. So I just go ahead and decide to go up the street. And I'm going up this street, I'm zigzagging, I'm going from one door, then crossing the street and going to the other door, and then back and forth and back and forth. And I've gone to about 4 or 5 doors. I come down the stairs and I look down the hill, and there's a guy coming up the hill. Well, so far it's been no cars, no kids, just me. So at first I'm thinking, oh good, there's somebody else, but then when I look, this guy's like over 6 feet tall. He's big, and he's got these beat-up workers-looking clothes on, just dirty and smudged. He's got a hatchet in his hand, and he's wearing this mask that's like a rubber or plastic mask that just looks like a wrinkly face. And he's shuffling like one of his feet isn't working right. And just the whole image of it is just wrong. He just looks really bad. And I notice he's not going to any doors, and he's not carrying a pillowcase, but he's walking right toward me. So I just book it across the street, and I knock on the door, and I'm looking around. There's like a nice porch light. It's nice and bright, happy person at the door, compliments my costume, and I'm feeling safe. So I come down the stairs, and I realize, oh my God, he's one house over now. He's really close. He's, and he's just walking up the street. And so I cross the street and I go to the next house, and in my mind I'm thinking, what do I do? If I go back the way I came, there's no cars, there's no people. If I go the other way, at least I'm knocking at doors where people are. He wouldn't hurt me in front of people. So I'm trying to debate what I'm going to do, but at this point I'm at this door and I hear shuffling, and I realize this guy's going up the steps behind me. And I mean, I can feel him right behind me. And I just turned away to not look at him as I turned and go down the steps, and I decided I'm going down the street. This guy's trying to scare me. So I'm running down the street. I'm pretty much running. I'm not even being graceful about this or tactful. I'm just running. And I get down to the bottom of the street. There's this kid I know from school. He's standing in this front yard, and he's got his costume on, but he's not wearing a mask or anything. And he goes, what are you doing? And I said, I'm trick-or-treating. And he goes, well, didn't you know the whole neighborhood's closed off? Nobody's allowed in here right now because there's that maniac with an axe. And I'm like, oh my God, he's up the hill. I mean, I was just right next to him. And the kid goes, oh my God, what are we going to do? And I turn, and this guy with the hatchet is coming right at us. I mean, he's probably 15, 20 feet away. And he's coming right toward us. And this kid, his eyes are just bugged, and the guy with the hatchet is lifting the hatchet in the air. He's bellowing and he's howling, and I'm getting behind this kid who's shorter than me and kind of shoving him in front of this hatchet dude. And the kid starts laughing, and then the guy takes his mask off, and it's this kid's older brother. So really bad Halloween trick, and I was really never quite the same about Halloween after that, especially for the tall trick-or-treaters.